Hi there, the humble programmer here. In the previous video, we have learned how to add our custom models, which is the doctors, to the Django admin dashboard. And in this video, we are going to show you how we will show the data of this model into the UI so it can be customized based on your needs. Actually, in this tutorial series, I will focus on the back-end side of the projects. So for the front end, I will just explain it briefly, and you can learn more detail for the front end on the other tutorials. Okay, so here I have prepared a UI for our projects. So there are several parts of this UI, and the ability of this UI is it can create a new records. So it can create a new patient here and assign it to the available doctor, and also it can show list of the patients. And if we add one more, for example, for the second doctor, it can show the second one. So besides of that, it also can we also can edit the name and also can remove the records like this. So this doctor appointment app is used for the waiting system in the hospital or in any health center. So whenever there is a new patients are coming, the staff will register the patients to the available doctor, and when the patient has met the doctor, the staff will click on this button, and this should be not displayed anymore. Also, if there is some mistake, we can edit the records like this. So for example, we want to change the name because there is some mistake, we can update the name like this. And also, if the patient cancels the appointment and he doesn't want to meet the doctors anymore, we can delete it like this. Alright, so for this video, we are going to learn how to create this functionality. So how to create the new patient record from the UI and how to show it as a list of the items. So let's get started. If you still remember, in the Django admin dashboard, we have display this doctor's model, which is the custom model that we have created on this file. Also, the doctor, it has a foreign key. Actually, the patient has the foreign key, which is the doctor models. So if since we have configured that we want to show the patient which is registered to the doctors, so we can see any patient that is available on this doctor object. So if we add one more here to the same doctor, we can see that if we refresh, we can see that there are two patients now. And we want the app only to show the patients that are still waiting. So for example, if the patient has met the doctor and staff has clicked this button, we want to change the waiting status to be false, and we save it. So if we refresh, the patients the all patients will not be shown, but still we still have the record of that patient here. Alright, so how can we add this? We can take a look at the code. Before that, to create the UI, usually we set up a base HTML file, which is the base for the other templates that we will have on these projects. As you can see here on the base HTML file, we have defined the title of the page, and also we have create a navbar here. So if we change something in here, it will be changed over here. And what is the best HTML used for is to be a layout for the entire web apps. So for example, if we go to this page, the content of the page is changing, but the navbar and the title is still the same. Alright, so how do we extend, how do we change the content of the base HTML layout? We change it over here. So we have prepared the content block. So what we have to do is to extend the base like this and put everything we want into the block content. So anything over here is actually the one that is available on the content block. So we have these headers, patient headers. You can check like this. It can be changed. Also we have this list, which is list of the information like the patient name, the doctor object, and also the created time, the register time, as you can see here. The patient name, the registration date, and the doctor name. Actually it's not just a name, it's actually an object of the doctor. So if we click here, we can go to the detail page of the doctor. So because in this model we only specify 2 columns, so there are no other information that can be shown. But in the future, if you add some more columns here, like specialty or backgrounds of the doctors, or the any descriptions, you can add this to the detail page. Alright, so let's get back to the home page and learn how to add this. So if we check this button on the UI template HTML file, we can see that the plus button is calling the URL board patient create. So we can check it here, which is this one, and it actually the code in the views.py file. So views patient create view. So Django has bunch of built-in view that can be used as class-based view. So we can use each of them as we need. For example, if we want to create an object from the model, we can use the create view like this. So for the create view, we have to define which model we want to create. In this case, we want to create the patient model, so we need to import it first from the models, and then we specify which fields are necessary to be created. In this case, we only need to create these 2 fields, because the other fields like created on or waiting status are created automatically. As for created on, it will be the date time when the user register the new patients, and the waiting status will be default as true, because any patients that is registering, they are on the waiting status. Alright, the other thing that we can define is the success URL. So when we successfully created the object or the records on the database, we will go back to this index view or index page. So that's why when we click here, we have only 2 fields. So if we, for example, if we add created on field, we can use the waiting status. Alright, there will be also available here automatically, but we don't need that. Okay, and that's the create function. As for the list of the patients, we use the list view from the Django views the generic module. We should specify which template that we want to use for showing the list of the objects, and this context object name is for the context that we will be sent to the template. As you can see here, the patient list is used to check whether there are patients available for waiting, and then if there is exists, we iterate through each patient on the list and create the detail the list page the list component for each patient. So it contains the name, the registered date, and the doctor object that the patient is registered to. So for the views, actually the one that is sent as patient list is this patient objects, the query set. So if you want to see what is the content of this query set, we can do it on the Python shell like this. So we just want to show the one that has waiting status equal to true, because the one that has met the appointment shouldn't be shown on the UI anymore. So we have two patients here, and if we change this, sorry, it's not updated. So if we change this into false, like this one, and we do the query again, it will just return one patient. And if we refresh this page, it also only show one patient. Okay, on the next video we will show you how to edit the name of the patients and then how to remove it using the update view and delete view. Alright, thank you for watching. See you on the next video.